Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at some more details regarding the release date of Grand Theft Auto Online Gunrunning. Also, taking a look at some more information about the update itself, players receiving free money, and so much more. So do you guys remember this screenshot that I showed you guys a couple of days ago? This is from a user that follows me on Twitter, Volt, and he sent this to me, and it was really confusing because on the newswire, Rockstar said that everything was going to be going on through June 12th. However, on the in-game loading screens, it said that there was limited time discounts only going through June 5th. And this created a lot of confusion in the community for a couple reasons. Number one, how long were the discounts going to last? That's probably the first most important thing. But also number two, that gave us a good idea of when we possibly could be expecting the release date of Gunrunning. You know, was it going to happen the day after the 5th on the 6th, or the day after on the 13th, or was it going to happen at some later point? Well, now if you load into Grand Theft Auto Online, the in-game message screen should look like this. So Rockstar has actually changed it to now match the 12th. It says limited time discounts plus double GTA money and RP opportunities through June 12th, which is exactly what it says at the bottom too. So that right there is kind of interesting. However, I do believe that this is still pretty weird given that everything Rockstar said on the newswire, what they've put out on Twitter, and the fact that starting today, but then ending on June 5th, we've got a new premium race and a time trial, which again, to me is kind of interesting. So now are all the discounts plus the double money and RP opportunities all going to be ending on June 12th? And does this give us a better idea that the update could be coming out on the 13th? What I really think this means is that the 6th is probably out of the equation here, just based off of the change that Rockstar made. Now, I still don't believe that the 13th is 100% set in stone, the date that we're going to be getting this update. As I mentioned in previous videos, since there isn't at least yet an announcement for like an event weekend or some special weekend bonuses, I don't think the 13th is, like I said, 100% set in stone. So I think this means the next week is definitely going to be very interesting to see if we get any more information from Rockstar. And on the 6th of June, which is next Tuesday, that'll also be a pretty interesting date as well to see if, number one, Rockstar release any more information, or number two, they surprise us all and still end up releasing the update there. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments section. This is going to be like the question of the day. When do you think Gunrunning is going to be coming out? Is it going to be the 6th, the 13th? Is it going to be some later date? I want to hear from you guys down there, and let me know your reasoning too. Now, that's not the only weird information that's going on right now. Do you guys remember a couple days ago when I talked about FunMW2 and Yan discussing whether or not the update has been passed by Sony or Microsoft? Basically, to fill you guys in, Rockstar has to get the DLC approved by Sony and Microsoft to add on their consoles, and Steam as well. And once they do that, they're then pretty much able to release the update whenever they want. So a couple days ago, Yan said that they already have approved it and that it passed as far as he knows, but FunMW2 replied by saying they announced the release date once it's verified. So according to FunMW2, the update may not be verified. However, Yan chimed in and said they gave us more details about the update Thursday. It passed submissions by Sony and Microsoft Friday, hence why they didn't give a release date on Thursday. But since they just gave us details about the update, they're not going to make a new post right after just to announce the release date. So it passed, but the release date is not public yet. Okay, so this is interesting. According to Yan, Rockstar's update Gunrunning has been both approved by Microsoft and Sony, which means they could release this update whenever they wanted. They could do it later today, they could do it later tomorrow, but I'm assuming they have an agenda. It's all going to depend on what that agenda is, whether they want it to be the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, or they could shock us all and do an update that doesn't even come out on a Tuesday. Maybe they do it on like a Thursday or a Friday or something like that. That seems a little bit far-fetched, but it is something that they could do. So I think that right there just throws a whole nother wrench into the equation, and it also makes me wonder when Rockstar, if they do, will give us more information about Gunrunning. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later, but especially since they dropped a lot of information last Thursday, I don't know if they're going to want to give us more information immediately. They might wait probably at least a week, which would be in 2 days from now, but it possibly could even be longer. So now that you know that, be sure to let me know your updated thoughts and opinions on when you think the Gunrunning DLC is going to be coming out as well. All right, up next, FunMW2 gives us some details on not only how the gun running update might work, but how some of the content could be as well. So this is a pretty long post that he put out the other day. So he said, regarding the new IDs found, there's 3 of them. I forgot about the regular scripts or the base scripts for CEO MC business. There's always 3 base scripts. For crates, it's contraband, buy, sell, and defend. For MC, it's biker, contraband, sell, biker, contraband, defend, and then illicit goods resupply. And import-export is the exception, as it only had 2 events handled by 1 script, GB vehicle export. So with import-export events, NPCs can't rob your vehicle warehouse, thus no need for the defend script. Anyways, since the IDs have been added with special vehicle circuit, I believe that during that time, they have been building up the base scripts for gun running. The type of gun running business could be much similar to crates or drug trafficking, where you buy, sell, and defend, or supply, sell, and defend. Now, this is my speculation, and it's based off the idea that during Special Vehicle Circuit, Rockstar have been building up the base scripts. I could be wrong, and once it's out, we discovered those IDs are for the new VIP CEO work rather than being the base scripts for gun running. So that's pretty interesting right there, and honestly, that's what I've kind of expected all along, that gun running is just going to be a glorified, updated version of the CEO crates, where instead of buying like random items like bullion or random artwork, it's going to be specific guns that you might have to either buy or tinker with before you sell on the black market. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's going to be pretty cool, but I think by now we should all know that it's definitely going to take a lot of its roots from the CEO crates and possibly even from the biker illicit goods businesses. So that should not be a shock right there, but I still am very excited because I think the gun running twist and element and all the things we're going to have to deal with, like new weapons and vehicles, is ultimately going to be really exciting here. Now, moving on, we also have some information about what we could be seeing as well. So someone asked FunMW2, didn't we recently hear about the Hunter audio files being updated? I think Fun said something about that, not confirming that the Hunter is 100% coming, but I mean, that was pointing towards a helicopter being added. And he said, all I said is that Rockstar updated the main audio files, and that might mean they have updated some cut audio or replaced it or something, so cut content. The APC can be considered cut content, even though it's only a police scanner audio mentioned in it, and the Hunter is also cut content. So that's pretty cool right there. We obviously have seen what the APC tanks look like so far, which are actually returning from the Ballad of Gay Tony, which is pretty cool. And there's 2 different variants of them, which I think is going to be epic. Now, speaking of these APC tanks, I've done a lot of breakdowns of, everything we've seen in the pictures, looking for little hidden details. One thing that I actually noticed after, kind of going back through some of my old videos is it looks like you might enter the APC tanks through the roof, kind of similar to the regular Rhino tank. Now, the reason I'm pointing this out as interesting is because in the Ballad of Gay Tony, you entered like a normal vehicle, like the side of the door. However, in these new gun running screenshots, there's no handle on the side, which indicates to me that there would be like a latch or a hatch on top that you would ultimately drop down inside. Now, one of the reasons I believe this the case is Rockstar has announced that the APC tank is going to be amphibious. So if you're able to get out of the vehicle, what would happen if you open the door from the side? Like water would rush in. So if you do it from the top, that would make sense for you to be able to exit the vehicle in the water and on land as well. The only thing is that might slow you down a little bit while getting inside, so it won't necessarily be as easy as getting into a car, especially if you're dealing with firefights from other players or NPCs. Now, getting back to what we were talking about earlier regarding the audio files, FunMW2 continues by saying, actually, they don't update the police scanner audio for new DLCs. The only time they have updated it is for GTA 5 Next Gen because it had DLC vehicles spawning in traffic. This suggests something else was updated, like the sound files for the Hunter as example. Let's hope it's included. And I hope it's included too, because in the 6 screenshots that Rockstar have shown off so far, we didn't see one aircraft. The only even mention of an aircraft was the fact that the Los Santos bunker said airbase bunker, which to me definitely indicates that there's going to be planes and jets and helicopters in this DLC. So I think that last bit of information is pretty good news if you want some classic vehicles like the APC tank from the Ballad of Gay Tony, the Hunter from San Andreas to make a return. And I know there's a bunch of other people as well that want to see those vehicles added into the game also to either compete with the Hydra or the Savage or the Valkyrie or the Buzzard. So let me know, do you guys want to see some new aircrafts added in gun running as well? Let me know in the comments section too. And the last thing that seems to be going on today, and this might be a total coincidence, but a lot of you guys are receiving the message that Rockstar is giving you back free money. The message that says you've received $500,000 to keep your criminal enterprise going. Some people are seeing the $300,000 that Rockstar is handing out. So I don't know if this is a coincidence or if they're doing this more frequently because gun running is coming out sooner. But if you have received free money from Rockstar in any shape or capacity or any form like that, be sure to send me a tweet or let us know in the comment section down below. And also let us know what console you're on. I want to know if one is more favored than the other, like PC or PS4 or Xbox One. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. As always, be sure to let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.